All right, Miss Smith, you know they say two times is a charm. Technology, it'll work on Monday, but it kind of act funky on Tuesday, and that's kind of what we're dealing with today. But you know what, June? It is what it is, and we just going to keep on driving and striving to do what we do.
You can't let stuff stop you.
You can. We call that, June, we call that crazy what?
Crazy faith.
Crazy faith. Family.
Derek Marlowe says, don't let the start stop you.
That's what he says, family. Welcome to August the 27th. June, we got 127 days to go. And I cannot introduce myself. I am Smitty Smith.
And I am June Smith, River City Blues Realty. You know what? Good morning.
Family, we're going to do what we do. We're just going to keep on striving and driving. Again, June, 127 days to go. It ain't much time.
It isn't.
We got to get motivated because that's what we're talking about this whole week. Motivated motivation.
That's right. Do you have your Thanksgiving meal plan and all the people you're going to invite? What about Christmas? You ready for that? They gonna hate me, Smitty. They gonna hate me.
On New Year's. What are you gonna do? Come on. Mama, we gotta go.
Let's get motivated for Thanksgiving. Let's do it.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, Jim, we went to the grocery store yesterday, and we got that. What's that? Soda that I like, the Christmas soda. We got cranberry 7-Up.
Yes,
man.
And I'm not supposed to drink sodas, but that is so good.
That is Christmas soda, family.
Yes,
it is. We crazy? No, we're not crazy. We're just motivated.
Well, the stores motivate us, don't they? What do they got? They've got what out? They've got Thanksgiving stuff
and Halloween candy.
They've got it all mixed up together, Thanksgiving and Halloween.
Can't go wrong with candy corn. Call that earwax.
Eventually it's going to have, what is it going to have? It's going to have Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and Valentine's all rolled into one. You walk in the store, it's going to be a big holiday.
And what we're going to do, we're going to break that into 12. That way each month will
That's right.
But you know what, family? Seriously, we got to get motivated. We got to stay motivated. That's what we're going to talk about this week. June, specifically what I want to talk about today is negative motivation or negative momentum.
Oh.
Yeah. June, what's our personal philosophy? We turn our worst into our what?
Into our best.
Turn our worst into our best. And what we're doing is we're fighting the negative motivation. June, when we look at something and we absolutely hate it, that can drag you down.
Yes.
I don't like where I live. I don't like where my friends are. I don't like what I drive. When I come home, I can't find a parking spot.
Yes.
When I come home, I smell everything. Every neighbor is cooking. Just a moment ago, June, we were talking about that one giant holiday.
Yeah.
Well, how about that one giant aroma?
Ooh, yes. Yes.
Where one neighbor is cooking cabbage. Another neighbor is burning fish. Then the other neighbor's cooking with curry. You got all this.
Oh, God, that sounds disgusting.
I've lived it, June. And you open your door, and what happens?
It comes into your house. It's on your clothes. You go to work and be like, what did you eat this morning for breakfast? I have nothing. Okay.
And, of course, there's always a neighbor that smokes real heavy, so you get a little bit of that as well.
I was going to say, can you imagine having the smell of cigarette smoke, sawfish, chitlins, all at one time?
Chitlins for breakfast, Miss?
That's
Only
right.
Only you.
Not me. I don't like chitlins, but I've smelled that.
All right. But I've lived that life, and I can honestly admit that I didn't necessarily enjoy living that life.
Well, our son Earl, he sold his house this year, and he was like, I don't know where I want to live. So he went back into apartment living. I think within the month, he was like, what did I do? Yeah. I want to buy a house.
And June, using that as an example, sometimes when we make a mistake, we allow that mistake to grow. We allow that mistake to snowball on us. And what we have to do, family, is we have to just accept the fact that we are blessed.
Yes.
The possibilities of you and I even being here is so phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
And just understand we're going to make mistakes, but we are more than enough to overcome our mistakes.
We are.
There's more than enough deep down within each and every one of us to overcome any mistake that we've made.
And that's it. He signed a lease. Within a month, he was like, I should have bought a house. I'm ready to buy a house. And I was like, well, you're in a lease now. You can't break it. It's going to mess up your credit. Yeah. Just rest. Be still for a minute and just plan. You're not going to rent next year.
And that may be a way that he turns his worst into his best.
Yes.
This is the time to do what, June? save some money.
Yeah, regroup.
If you can. Because renting so expensive, it's
It
kind of
is.
hard to save. They do stack the decks against you. I read a short article the other day about rental price fixing. Good morning, Miss Cherie Davis. Morning, yo, morning, yo, morning, yo.
All right, good morning, Sherry, but you need to explain rental price fixing.
Yeah,
what is
it's
that?
when landlords collude, they get together and say, we're going to all keep rents high.
Okay.
You don't lower your rent, I'm not going to lower my rent. That way we can all prosper.
Well, can they do parking fixing? Because I just heard that now you got to pay for parking at your rental complex.
Yeah,
Some of them are doing that. I'm like, what?
It's like everybody is finding a reason
To get in your
to
pocket.
get in your pocket, family. You know, and it's just wrong. And so what we have to do is we have to take that negative energy and not let it take us more negative. It's easier said than done.
Yeah.
But family, what choice do you have? You're here. You're
Yeah.
blessed to be here. The blessing is you. The blessing is us. How do we convert that blessing to bless others? Now,
And let us explain the parking.
Sure.
Smitty, go ahead and explain it.
don't do it. Don't give anybody your money to park your car.
Well, that means I'm going to have to park a block away
Well, then
and
that
walk.
just means I have to park a block away. You know, family, for a greater good, there's always a reason for the season. June and I, we got up this morning at 5:45, 6 o'clock. We went straight into the yard.
Straight to work.
We were up and down the hill, moving barrels of mulch, and we're both hot,
Yes.
sweaty, and dirty.
And some of us are irritable.
We're not going to say who.
We're not going to say who.
But family, we're turning our worst into our best, and soon, maybe not today,
Maybe not today. That's right.
maybe not tomorrow, but one day real soon, we're going to look down that big old hill. We're going to say, wow, that is nice.
Because that was the hill, guys, if you remember, I broke my ankle on.
That was the hill. June broke her ankle running after my dog.
Yep.
Good morning, Gwen Murphy Johnson.
Good morning, Miss Martha Johnson.
So you know, family, negative momentum, negative motivated, and you don't want to be around because that stuff, it is sticky. June, the fly traps, remember you used to put those in the stores and they would just hang down, the flies would land on them and stick to them, and the stores would just leave them up there forever.
I'm going to be honest, that was my roach trap.
No,
When I was in it, because you can't control roaches in an apartment.
no, you can't. You just do the best you can, family.
And I had them all over my apartment.
You just create an
I'm talking about the traps, not the
know,
roaches.
You just sprayed. That was one
Yes.
thing I just refused to deal with, man. I just sprayed every day. Constant battle. But you know what I'm saying is that's that negative energy. You know, it's sticky. You
Yes.
know, if I hang around people who have a negative attitude, guess who else has a negative attitude?
You do.
And you know what? And it's hard to fight it because it happens so naturally.
Yeah.
Do you have any friends that are always negative?
Yes, I do. Okay. Well, let me say had, because they're not around me anymore.
That's the right answer, had. Nobody wants to be around somebody who's always negative, who's always down, who has nothing good to look forward to. Family, again, the odds of us being here are so astronomical that we have to do something great in our lives. Now, keep in mind, we're not telling you what that greatness is. We're gonna let you decide that for yourself.
Yeah.
But family, come on, man. If we're talking about home ownership, which is what we're focusing on, buy a house, then enjoy turning your house into your home.
It is a beautiful thing. I love decorating.
Yeah.
You know, we've been in this house how long, Smitty?
Is it four or 5 years?
Yeah, and we've actually decorated quite a few times. We've painted the walls different colors,
We have.
and we've changed the furniture around for a completely different look.
We have. On a budget, though.
On a budget. And that's just the enjoyment
We've
of
done some
owning
stuff.
your home. You can do whatever you want.
So again, family, let's take what's negative and turn it positive. But you know what? It's kind of hard to go from negative straight to positive. Let's take from negative to neutral.
Okay.
Okay? I'm going to neutralize, meaning I'm going to reduce the power of negative motivation, of negative momentum.
And that's what our son did. You know, he's locked in for a year.
Yeah.
So there's nothing he can do about it. So he can move that negative, like, what have I done? I made a mistake signing this, into neutral. Like, I'm here. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to save. I'm going to budget until I'm ready to buy my house, and I will not sign another lease.
There you go. There you go, family. That's turning my move that I wish I hadn't made. And you know what? I'm going to come out the other end even better, even stronger.
That's right.
All right, family. And
but what? Can you change the past?
No, you cannot.
But you can make sure it doesn't go into your future.
But you know, the thing about the past, June, think about something when you're at your absolute lowest, your lowest of low.
Yeah.
Like, man, I cannot go another inch lower.
Yeah.
And can you remember the feeling? And you know, family, it's hard to remember. You know you weren't happy, but sometimes it's hard to remember exactly how you felt. But you remember the occurrence, but we may not necessarily feel what we were feeling then. You know, that make any sense, June?
It does. It does.
Okay. And I call that the power of forgiveness.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
You know, because if we could feel the exact same pain, the exact same torment, the exact same despair, then we might not be able to grow from it. But all I know is I was depressed.
Yeah.
I wasn't my best. I wasn't happy. I know I felt that way, but I don't exactly still feel it to the same extent. And that gives me a chance and gives you a chance to move away from it.
And sometimes, you know, sometimes you grow not from just the experience, but you grow from the people that are around you.
Yeah.
You know, and you look back and it's like, wow, I can't believe I was friends with this person, or I endured their negativity for as long as I did.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I had a friend that way, June. And like you said, had being past tense.
Yeah.
God he was funny as hell.
Yeah.
But he was always negative.
And you enjoyed the time that you had with them at that time.
Yeah. But at some point, you know, when I started saying, you know what, I need to make some changes. Then one day, you know, you just kind of look at somebody and your head goes sideways.
Yeah. Yes.
And you say, what?
Or maybe that person looks at you. So if you see anyone looking at you sideways, maybe it's you.
So you say, really? Seriously? Yeah. And then you shake your head a couple times. That means you just had a realization. That means you just had a wake up. That means you just grew.
Yeah.
You had a realization that this doesn't work for me anymore. And the time that I wasted is gone. But the lessons learned remain. You know, June, and I've done some dumb stuff in my life. Okay. Oh my God. Good morning, Jana Lane Brown, Bear, Delaware in the house. I've done some crazy stuff, June. I have done some I look back at myself and I say, Smitty, what is wrong with you, dude? You ever done that, Jen? You look in the mirror, and you cock your head at yourself.
Well, I'm not going to go into detail, but remember when we bumped into one of my exes one day, and you looked at me and was like, really, Jen?
Girl, I still don't understand that one right there. He's talking about somebody upgrading.
Oh, hush. I was like, well, Smitty, it was 20 years ago. You're like, But moving on.
You don't get a pass on that one. But 20 years, June, done some crazy stuff 20 years ago. Did some crazy stuff last year. Got past some stuff. I was like, did I just do that? Did that really just happen? You know, and the thing about it, June, is what happens is exactly what you and I just did. We can laugh at it.
Yes.
Okay? We can laugh and say, man, that was the dumbest thing in the world.
Because, you know, sometimes you're in a season.
Yeah.
And at that time, 20 years ago, it was a season, okay?
Yeah. I don't know what season.
Stop it.
That was Halloween season. That was how my brother was wearing a mask, I hope.
You know what? Stop being mean.
But as Jana Lane Brown says, you can do something new.
Yes.
Family, we don't have to keep doing the same thing day after day after day after day. We don't have to keep dating ugly people day after day
Smitty.
after day. Family, what we can do is, in all sincerity, we can laugh about the past. Jana, Gwen, or Shree, have you guys ever done something that was so unbelievably crazy, but now when you think back, you really and truly just laugh at it?
Or dated someone unbelievably.
I'm trying to move away from that. You won't let me.
Well, you could go back to high school and stuff and just, you know, I guess my point is, the season that you're in, something that you see in a person, whether it's a friend or a relationship, and you just kind of outgrow that, and you look back like, why was I there? Or why did I stay there so long?
I was trying not to go there, but I will, June.
Okay.
Who buy more houses than anybody else?
Women.
Women.
Single women, really.
Single moms. Single moms, and we have found that when single moms get tired of doing the same old bad thing, you change your mind to do the new good thing, new good things happen.
Yeah.
And it works the same for single men. When us men folk, when we get tired of chasing after the cars, we say, you know what? Birds poop on it. People run into it. It breaks down. Why am I putting all my energy into a car? Maybe I should put my energy into something else like a home.
And I think this is a subject that needs to be touched on, because a lot of people don't want to hear it, or a lot of people don't want to talk about it, but it's true. Sometimes you're in a dead relationship, again, whether it's a friend or something more, and you've just got to realize it. You've got to come to terms with it, that you are not able to move forward with this person.
Not able to grow.
Yeah.
And sometimes that person is yourself.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can't grow because of me. Sometimes I always take me with who? With me.
Yeah, you're holding yourself back.
Hold myself back.
Because of your thought process and the choices that you made.
And that's negative. So how do I change that, June? By growth.
Yeah.
By understanding. By being honest with yourself. By doing a self-assessment. And simply turning your worst to something neutral.
And stop saying, see what had happened was. All these constant excuses as to why. Because nobody wants to hear it, right?
No, we certainly don't want to hear it. Stop blaming Uncle Peaches and Aunt Pookie. No, family. It is what it is.
And I had to say that. I had to come to a realization for myself in order to move forward and become a home purchaser. Home owner is what I'm saying. I had 11 credit cards.
Yeah. We laugh at it now.
Yeah.
Laugh at it. It wasn't funny then, but it is now.
It was definitely not funny.
But you had to turn the corner.
I had to.
Hey, family, we got to move on. We're supposed to be Grits and Grants 15. Hey, June, we're at 62.
Woo!
Wait a minute. We were at 62 yesterday.
We were.
Should we be worried a whole day and it hasn't moved? The calendar has not moved since yesterday?
We're in what momentum?
We are in positive momentum.
That's
positive energy.
Yeah.
All right. We are positively motivated to keep on keeping on, but not focusing on the number, not focusing on the credit score number. Y'all feel what I'm saying? Not focusing on my savings account balance. No, family. We're going to focus on the effort therein. That's how we can get to where we want to be, family. So our goal is 100 for the year. So what are we going to do today, June?
Keep pressing forward.
We're going to keep
crazy faith.
Yeah, we're actually going to go do some volunteer work today.
Yes, we are.
River City Blues Realty. We're going to a food drive, to a Feed More event, and we have our own motivation. We have our own numbers that we need to reach. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to stop, and we're going to take the time to give back for the 62 that we have achieved. See, family, that's the universe is saying, you know what, you guys are all right. You trying to get your own stuff done, but you're taking time to give back for what you have done. See, June, what do I always say about the universe, baby?
It's most generous and prosperous.
There you go.
Took me a minute. I was like, hold on.
I knew you get it together. And so, family, hey, share Grits and Grants with your friends and family. Let others know about grants and down payment assistance. Let other folks know that, you know what, you don't always have to continue doing the same thing that you know you're not happy with.
I was trying to find the address, actually, so that people can come and say hi.
St. Luke's Apartments.
Yep.
St. Luke's Apartments.
So if you're in the area today around, what was it, 10?
11 to 12.
11 to 12. Come by, help us hand out some food, and say hey.
Give that good energy out. Put that good energy in the universe. Family, it comes back to you. It has to. That's the way the universe works.
That's right. And if you're interested in home ownership and you have any questions, come see us. We're going to be there from 11 to 12, right?
Yeah, 11 to 12. Hey, family, I am Smitty Smith.
And I am June Smith, River City Blues Realty.
Family, we got to go, gadget, go, get on the road. Y'all folks say what, June Smith? Tell them, baby, tell them.
Blessed and highly flavored.
We means what we means, we says what we says, and we do what we does. I got to go. Deuce.